Hey everybody, welcome to another question of the month. As you know, I answer a question on video every single month. You can submit your own question. Just go to yoganatomy.com/myquestion. If it's a good one, we'll answer it on video. So this question comes from Davis. He says, I'm 24 years old and practicing 1 year and a half. My body is 6'3" and weight is 154/32. It is pretty flexible, even if since a couple of weeks is having like a little burning sensation at the lower back, in the spine in particular. Let's say from L2 to L5 when I do Padangushtasana, Padahastasana, the Paschimottanasana, and the apex is when I finish with the deep back bending and then I go into Paschimottanasana again. What is your thought? Should I make a little step back and make all my forward bending concentrating more on elongate my spine instead of deeply forward bend? What comes up for me is, especially when you say like a burning sensation. This is generally speaking. Burning sensations are more likely associated with connective tissues, with fascia, potentially ligamentous even. I'm going to go out on a limb here, take a guess, use my intuition, based on what you write and how you write it, etc. Because I've had this experience myself before. In my case, it happened as a result of leg behind head, where we're going into a deep flexion in the spine, and I had a little bit of in a sense, like an overstretch. It wasn't a big pop, it wasn't a bang, I didn't have a lot of pain afterwards, but and I've met other people who've had similar experience, not necessarily in leg. And basically what it seems like happens is there's ligaments that connect the spinous processes together. Those are the bumps that stick out on your back. The ligamentous structure that connects those spinous processes together, if it gets overstretched, which you could call it a tear, we're talking minor at this point, but still, like a minor tear there, an overstretch to it. It tends to feel like a kind of sound almost. Could be like a little pop or a click even. And then, in my case at least, when I would do flexion of the spine, when I would round and shorten the front of my spine, I would feel it. It would burn. When I went into back bending type postures, even as simple as up dog or big Urdhva Dhanurasana, I wouldn't feel it at all. Which let me know that it was that's kind of how I got to it being the overstretching. So you're only feeling it in the forward bends. You didn't mention anything about back bend, so I don't necessarily know. But I'm going to guess it's probably something like that based on what you wrote. If you want to, you should always be putting length into your forward bends anyway. And if you're not moving enough from your hip flexors, and rounding your spine in your forward bends generally, that's how this could happen. It doesn't have to happen all at once. It could happen over a period of time. All right? I hope that helps. Everybody else, thanks for watching. If you've got your own question you want to submit, you can go to yoganatomy.com/myquestion.